Gage.
Let's keep the conversating between us, okay? Meet me in the Overboss Quarters.
Deaf? I didn't repeat myself? Were you sleeping or were you not?
Yes, I was sleeping. It's what people do when they're exhausted.
Combat zone. A few men, a whole lot of jokes. I'm making friends after the time. Can't blame them. Happens to me all the time. Just hit him with the day is cool. Big guy. I don't remember his name. Doesn't matter. Shut up. So this big idiot decides he's gonna challenge me to a drinking contest. Guess he figures he'll make me look like a fool in front of all the nice folks in the combat zone. So he...
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary?
Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up.
Caps, ammo, salvage. At least some of that's gotta be hiding.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. Hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done, make real progress.
I sure do like the sound of that.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
Oh, sure. I understand. So, are you just gonna paint the bullseye directly on my back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of the reason you won't see me stepping up and running things. But I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that bad. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we pushed in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Wait, what kind of mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could, all being on top of each other like this. started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new Overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka World. But, one step at a time. You in?
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right man for the job. I'll be here if you need me. You are the Overboss after all. Just don't screw this up.
Guys, all of them swearing it's true. And when you get a story like that, well, you just know there's gotta be some truth to it.
Certainly seen better days, hasn't it?
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal.
Hey there.
Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Watch yourself, boss, because we sure will be.
We should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in. We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient. What about you, big eye? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much. Both of you just
Nisha
get out.
really only has one rule around here.
Make sure the others get the message. The new OB,
Hey.
huh?
Don't look
So,
like much
I
to
reckon
me.
you're here to talk to Nisha.
Don't talk.
She's in charge.
Talk to Nisha.
And what are you? His grandma?
If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. That's the only rule we need.
This world needs rules. Otherwise, we'll never recover.
Rules are dangerous because people start to trust them. They make you think you're safe, but once you turn your back, you're dead. Coulter thought some sort of rule or code made him untouchable. But he found out he was wrong. The hard way. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
That thing should be shut down. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here, and never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
I'm the best there is.
Willing to bet your life on that? You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
I don't make promises, and you'll do what I say.
Looks like you're already a step above Coulter. We'll see how this plays out. For now. But if you change your tune and decide to play nice, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
So, I told you about Atlas, the meanest raider to ever wander this world. How he fell for hope, a beautiful raider.
Ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp. That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch. Heard you put a pretty good beat down on Val. What happened?
I was out of smoke since she didn't want to hook me up.
Hell, in that case, she deserved it. A lot worse for a cigarette. Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
You can head on in, Overboss. What's turned up so far is that he doesn't have a good point.
So, Overboss is a vault dweller.
Or iced the vault dweller.
You can go. Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
Regret, I guess? I didn't want to kill him.
You'd be the only one.
Agreed. Not going to make much of a splash around Nuka World with an attitude like that. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new Overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
And what's that?
Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal, though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
Actually, I'm really more in this for the soda.
Great. Another nut.
William. Of course, Overboss. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. But do take a little time to consider the kind of life we could all have if we put this place back to doing what it does best.
Should be a couple odd jobs available if you want to get your hands dirty. Talk to Mags.
Understanding the Operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs.
Get special.
So let me get this straight. Some scaver makes it through the gun, takes out the boss, and now we're all supposed to follow?
Welcome to the nest, boss. We was wondering when you'd make it down here.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. No one's a slave that don't want it. Only easy keep. We all do our part. Ain't allowed to kill anyone. So tell me. Lawless can handle this shit without bothering about it. You need help finding your place here?
No, I can handle it.
There's plenty of collars in the killers if you care.
Life's too short for bullshit. You gotta party like it's your last day. Every
Get
day.
a closer look at it. Not sure I'm buying this Overboss thing.
We're all in this together. This can be good for everyone.
Yeah. Sure, boss. We're gonna be one big happy family. Name's Mason. The pack's out. This here's our side of town. You might be Overboss for now, but I'm the boss of the pack, and it's gonna stay that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Your people aren't going to cause me any problems, are they?
The pack does what I tell her. You don't get in my way, they won't get in yours.
The pack? Oh, fitting. You smell like animals.
Never heard that one before. Look, it ain't like anyone's broke up about Coulter. Just figured on his replacement being, well, different. Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
You don't want to be Overboss?
If I thought the other gangs would go along, yeah. I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to. If you turn out to be a turd. At least it ain't Mag Black, that freak Nisha. Besides, you can't possibly be worse than Coulter.
I have big plans for this place. You'll see.
Maybe you're the real deal. We thought Coulter was the real deal, too. He went in a pool of his own blood. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely Overboss. Not a man to mess with. And things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we achieved.
I'm listening.
Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. Like the palace of cats we signed up for. Ain't none of us happy, not even the disciples. And they're normally a chip of wood so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast. But Gage put the brakes on that. Got us together and promised to find someone to deal with Coulter.
So what's the real story behind Gage and Coulter?
Hey, I only know what I've heard. Story is that Gage talked Coulter into becoming Overboss. And he got you in here, didn't he? Maybe he likes people owing him. Maybe it lets him get things done without getting dirt on his hands. After Coulter went soft, Gage got us behind closed doors and promised to get someone to off Coulter. And you did just that. Might have been the whole point of the gauntlet all along.
You can trust me. I'll be a good leader.
No offense, you just got here. We'll see what you can do. Look, let's cut to the chase. I'm gonna do right by the pack. I hear you've been talking to the other gangs.
What's the pack got over the other gangs?
The pack are the meanest sons of bitches you'll ever meet. We do whatever it takes, and they're fiercely loyal. The operators will cut your throat as soon as they get what they want out of you. And the disciples, who the fuck knows what those crazy bitches want? There's something wrong with them. And you can't trust someone who ain't willing to show you their face.
I intend to treat all the gangs equally.
Ain't no two things in this world that's truly equal, boss. Everything has its place. One gang is gonna end up on top, and one on the bottom. It's a simple law of nature. One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here, keeping the zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop by. Loyalty's a two-way street.
The Overboss returns. Well, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
So, what comes next, Gage?
Next, the fun stuff. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge, divided up into sections, parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back, one at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
That sounds like a great idea, Gage. You've got a deal.
You're the overboss.